My name is Grace.
Alright, can we do that over?
Yeah.
I want to say mine first because I'm more important. Hi, I'm Silva, and this is... I wrote a bunch of different topics, all relating to feminism, on a bunch of post-it notes, individually folded them into triangles, so that we could just go through them and just like we pick out a topic.
What? You
have to talk about them.
It's a quality explanation, Silva. I'm done with it already.
Okay. Pick out fucking topic.
Oh, that's too many. Okay,
Okay.
Dress code!
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm already angry.
I remember one time in middle school, like the only time I've like genuinely been dress coded in a school environment was when I showed up to school wearing like a tutu over, I think it was like my jeans or whatever. And like the counselor called me in not to like scold me but to ask if I was okay and like whether or not I was being bullied. Because I had pink hair and I was wearing like a pink tutu and he was like, do people tease you for the way that you look? And I was like 14, like a scene kid, like
yeah, like tell them that you're scene.
Yeah, I was like a scene queen, and I was like, oh, fuck you, the man personified. I love the way I look, and everyone thinks I'm the shit. So, anyway,
every time she like impersonates herself in front of counselors, she's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
I have been dress coded mainly by this one like female, she was a female principal and she would constantly like get after me because I feel like she had a lot of internalized misogyny and she would frequently like make remarks like the very typical like why dress codes are needed. She would say that like the boys would get distracted by like my legs and in my middle school one of the main really raunchy dress codes was the fact that we couldn't wear leggings because the tightness of those leggings apparently would just like, holy crap, the boys would just freak. So yeah, I got dress coded for wearing leggings one time and that made me really angry, but I was really bad at like expressing that, so I started crying.
But let's talk about why it's so harmful to tell a girl to cover up to keep away. Because that's just a form of victim blaming that is saying that like it's a girl's responsibility to make a guy not act out in a sexual manner.
The body is not inherently sexual. Don't edit that out.
I won't.
Gender roles! Not as great as cinnamon rolls.
Objectively true. Next topic. Okay, let's talk about gender roles and how they harm everyone.
How they affect society, how they hurt me, how they hurt Silva, how they hurt everyone. So today, like someone asked me, they were talking to me about feminism, and they're like, how do you feel about housewives? And I'm like, okay, what the fuck? but also, like, I feel like housewives just like epitomize gender roles, like, down to like, it's just very, yeah, down to a T. And not that like there can't be like happy stay-at-home moms or anything like that, but just like the fact that women should be working for the man and doing all this like essentially just like
unpaid labor
to do all this crap for their man, and like they'll say that they enjoy it and everything, but that's just like a societal idea that is forced onto them. It's internalized misogyny that they need to work for the man.
And like gender roles for guys, like it harms guys too, but in a very different way. Like, there's this amazing documentary on how masculinity affects boys, called The Masculine, and it just shows how when boys internalize the masculine ideal that's to be more aggressive and to be more violent and to not have relationships with others, it turns them into like basically like shells of who they're meant to be. And so when you have these gender roles that make men into like these aggressive dominant types and women into these like submissive pretty things, that's just creates the division between men and women. Anyways,
we're angry about that.
Very, very angry.
I wanted to cough, but then I'm like, Grace, put it away.
There you go.
Put it away,
Put
kid.
the sickness away.
Abortion! Oh my gosh, I love this topic so much. I literally live for abortion. That was I literally live for abortion.
Okay.
That was fun. I feel like that'd be pretty controversial.
You know what like makes me sad? When people like have to like advocate for abortion, they're like, abortion is always like such a sad, horrible thing, and it's just a medical procedure.
Yeah, I
that
feel
people
like
should be shamed for.
abortion, honestly, like if we really just like break it down and think about how much of a fetus the fetus is, it's just a bunch of cells. Like it really doesn't matter, and like abortion would not be as necessary as as it is. If we had proper sex education. I mean, that's really just what it comes down to. Labia is the part that surrounds the vulva.
No, the labia is part of the vulva.
Is the vulva the whole thing?
This is devolving so quickly. Just like if a woman doesn't want to be pregnant anymore, like she gets to make that choice.
It's totally her choice because you know what? She has a bodily autonomy, and when that little sucker is attached to her uterus, that is totally like impeding on her personal rights.
So I hope you liked. I hope you.
Don't let them know. Let it go. Let it go.
I should have known you were the type who like knew Frozen stuff. Immediately.
I have the whole album.
We need an ending.
Like grasshoppers.
Doesn't look like a grasshopper. Alright, okay, you're gonna wrap us out. Ready?
My name is Grok. This is Silver. We're out now cause we did a bunch of cool stuff. Bye.
Oh, that was worse than I thought it was gonna be. And I thought it was gonna be pretty bad.
Another try?
I got my hand all spitty for nothing. I think we got as much of an ending as we're
Do you want to go burn these now?
Yeah.
Do you want to go outside and burn
Yeah.
them?
Okay, that's the ending. Goodbye.
Yeah.
We're gonna go burn these now.
Oh my god, that's hot. What the fuck?
Literally hot.
I'm gonna die. Will you put my shoes on?
No.
Why?
Like on my feet or on your
On
feet?
my